to putting it my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a drill. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Mahomes to throw on second down. It's complete to Chris Conley. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Here we go now.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Here's Bridgewater throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. They go play action here on 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And Conley's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mahomes to throw once more. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. If you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
On first down, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Bridgewater. Finding room at the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Bridgewater. He's going to loft one, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Bridgewater on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run to Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age. Right?
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he coughed it up. And this is going to be 49er football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good shot, good shot. Get wide now.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And out come the Chiefs now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Bridgewater now. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Mahomes will try again on second down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They go play fake. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Room to run past midfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit, as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Left.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Conley's got it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it'll be a second down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. Turnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Bridgewater now on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Delta. Hey. Go Delta. Go Delta.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Bridgewater. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Z.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his right. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So, 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. We're back now in KC. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Oh, no, he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Mahomes now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Z. There we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throw left side, complete. That's Turner. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On second down, Bridgewater again. He finds Hearns left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Conley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. To throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure running. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.